All right, how y'all doing? Check 1 2 1 2. What is this? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day? Huh? Well, today is the 23rd, which is a special day of September. Always for me. So I thought about it. Like, who can I do a video on that just will make you see how beautiful life can be? I'm not saying we all made it to that level, but just like they said in the last book I read, I don't want to say the name, I don't want to advertise your book, but he said if you can see it, then it can come true for you. So I'm about to give us something that we all need to see because we all want to get there, if you know what I mean. Let's get into the video. All right, and you guys tell me what you think about this. Let's go. Bam.
Is this just like the coolest house of all time?
For me, it's the coolest house of all time.
Music, TV shows, and even the perfect temperature that will follow you to every room without the touch of a button? That's what it's like living in Bill Gates' world. With an always fluctuating net worth of about $115 billion, Bill Gates definitely has the billions and the brains it takes to create a futuristic, high-tech luxury home. His massive Washington mansion has everything from speakers hidden behind the wallpaper and in the pool to floors that can sense who is walking on them. From his private cinema and library with secret doors to his 23-car garages, here is what it's like to live as the founder of Microsoft.
I'm done.
It took Bill Gates 7 years and $63 million to build his Medina, Washington estate that he calls Xanadu 2.0. The mega mansion's name was inspired by one of Gates' favorite movies, Citizen Kane. Medina is a suburb in Seattle that's known for its rich occupants, like Amazon billionaire Jeff Bezos.
Now, I gotta stop this again, y'all. The reason why I'm stopping this is because, did you see what he said? His house was built on a movie, one of his favorite movies, and the house was in there, and now, in the future, he's building that house from a famous movie that he used to see. So now you see why I want to see something that I want in the future. Maybe in 6 years like him, they'll be talking about me and how I built this house of watching Bill Gates' house. And that's what they're going to say. Hey, Benny look at this house. And he used to watch Bill Gates' house and how Bill Gates' house was built. And now he's building his house like Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Bill Gates put down $2 million in 1988 to buy the plot of land for his teched-out mansion and had 300 construction workers, including 100 electricians, complete his high-tech dream home. The home, which was built primarily with 500-year-old Douglas fir trees, is now worth a whopping $154 million. The house might be worth more than what he paid to make it, but owning a mansion this big comes with some serious costs. It was reported that in 2009, the mega mansion's property taxes were at least $1.063 million. Once you step foot inside his high-tech wonder house, you might just decide that Gates is putting his money to good use. Let's get all the basics down before we get into the technology. The Medina home stretches over 66,000 square feet and is meant for lots of entertaining and family time. With 7 luxurious bedrooms and 24 bathrooms, 10 of which are full baths, Bill and Melinda and their 3 children have more space than they know what to do with. The home also comes with 6 different kitchens and a home theater perfect for family time. Who needs to go out to watch movies when it even comes with his own popcorn machine? Bill Gates might not be the youngest billionaire in the US, but with a growing family, he likes to stay young at heart. His home comes tricked out with a 60-foot pool and its own separate 3,900 square foot building. Swimming underneath the glass wall will bring you up to a terrace area on the outside, so you can enjoy the warmer days of Washington weather. There's also a locker room with 4 showers and 2 baths, and right nearby is the 2,500 square foot exercise facility. This at-home gym includes a sauna, steam room, men's and women's locker rooms, and a trampoline room complete with super high ceilings. The 2,100 square foot library is probably what you imagine when you think of how Bill Gates spends his spare time as an
I would want that in my house, for sure.
That's dope.
Trampoline house in your house? I mean, a trampoline, whatever. A trampoline park in your house, dude? Come on, man.
That's dope. That's dope right there. Because you're never bored. It's like
come on now.
It's like you have an amusement park at your house. You can watch movies.
Like some days you won't even go to the completely other side of your house for maybe a week. And then be like, I'm going to go on that side because I'm bored.
Man, that's dope, man. That's dope. You can't hate on that, man. You can't hate. Sorry.
Reader, the huge library is actually his favorite room in the house. In addition to being a cool office space, the library has a dome roof and walls covered in special edition novels and manuscripts, including the Codex Leicester, a 16th century Leonardo da Vinci manuscript that Gates bought at auction for $30.8 million back in 1994. But the library also has its secrets, like all good libraries do. There are 2 secret bookcases, including one that reveals a hidden bar. On the ceiling, a quote from The Great Gatsby reads, "He had come a long way to this blue lawn, and his dreams must have seemed so close that he could hardly fail to grasp it." When it comes to business over pleasure, Gates has the perfect place to wine and dine his friends, co-workers, and many charity associates. The 2,300 square foot dining hall seats up to 150 people for a dinner party, or 200 people standing. A 6-foot wide limestone fireplace dominates one wall, while another wall has a 22-foot wide video screen for special presentations, conferences, and watch parties. Bill Gates also loves cars. There are several different garages at different points around his estate, but the most interesting one is probably the underground cave he had made out of concrete and stainless steel that can fit 10 of his best vehicles. In all, he has room for 23 cars, and we'll show you some of his favorites a little bit later. Now for what you've all been waiting for, the tech. There is so much technology incorporated in Gates' sprawling mansion that the house features an estate-wide server system just to handle all the gadgets. Not that you would know that just by looking inside, because the tech is surprisingly subtle and well hidden. When guests arrive at the Gates estate, they're given a PIN code that interacts with sensors located all over the house. The PIN allows them to use their phone to set up their preferences for things like lighting and temperature. After detecting your preferences, the house will literally change for you as you move around. Rooms will become colder if you like them that way. Lights will dim, and even the TV show you are watching in the living room or your bedroom will follow you around on different video screens as you move through the house. Plus, you might be thinking that having such a big house can be a pain for certain things, like finding an available phone to answer when someone calls the mansion. No worries at the Gates estate though, because the house detects who's home and where, so only the phone closest to you will ring. The floors throughout the home have sensors in them. When someone enters, the system knows who it is by their weight. This isn't only useful for ringing phones and transferring TV shows, it also works as a great security system, because if someone unknown gets...
Let me stop that. Now, what was crazy is not one day, but it was about 3 years ago, I was doing this commercial for, I'm trying to think, was it Blue Shield? But anyway, we was in J.P. Morgan's, one of J.P. Morgan's building. The guy that's head of Chase. And it was the same way. They had to actually shut down a floor because of the employees was there that only certain employees can go on this floor, and it can tell by the footsteps. Like each employee that worked there, they was weighed by their weight. And it knows, like, even if you weighed the same, you'll have to walk like the person. So they had to literally shut down one of the whole floors so we can film in there, because it just kept setting off alarms because it wasn't the employees that was actually there. I thought I should share that because his house reminds me of J.P. Morgan's building. It was actually in San Francisco too.
The house will know the exact moment they entered and where they're going. We gotta say, so far Bill Gates' system is blowing Alexa out of the water. Another subtlety of the Gates home are the speakers hidden all over the mansion just behind the wallpaper. This is what allows the music you choose to follow you to every room without you so much as lifting a finger. Pair this with the heated floors throughout the mansion and even heated driveways, and staying at the Gates house is probably one of the most relaxing vacations you'd ever take. That epic pool also has a high-tech secret. There are speakers underwater that connect to your pin as well, so you can play any music you like while diving deep. No details on whether or not there are speakers in the showers, but we'd be surprised if there wasn't. There are also $80,000 worth of computer screens around the house that can be transformed into art. The screens display the family's favorite paintings or photographs, which are stored on devices worth $150,000. Using the interface, anyone who visits can find their favorite piece and put it on display to feel more at home. But since real art is more valuable, Gates also has an extensive art collection that includes works by Leonardo da Vinci and is valued at an estimated $130 million. It seems like displaying art for his family and guests to play with on digital screens helps preserve his much more expensive physical collection. Bill Gates definitely thinks ahead, but he didn't buy Xanadu with all the ideas in mind of how he could make his home a high-tech haven. In fact, the 1,900-square-foot guest house was the first building to be completed on the property and served as a testing ground for all the tech he wanted to incorporate into the main house. The grounds of his home also inspire some high-tech tricks. There's a 40-year-old maple tree that grew close to the home's driveway that Gates is reportedly very fond of. It's monitored by a computer, and water is automatically pumped into it if the computer senses that the soil is too dry. This inspired other natural areas in the yard to be treated the same way. Even gardening at the Gates' estate is like a dream come true. Sustainability and being eco-friendly are very important to Bill Gates, so really, we shouldn't be surprised that he has computers watering his plants. Xanadu 2.0 is also an earth-sheltered house that was built into its surroundings for better temperature regulation. There is also a stream and wetland estuary on the ground that was created to solve any problems with runoff from the property's large walls. The water is kept stocked with salmon and trout, creating a little haven of wildlife right in the backyard. We promised we'd talk about Bill Gates' epic car collection, so let's see what luxury vehicles he's keeping in any one of his many garages. Bill Gates' sports car collection is worth an estimated $650,000. The first car he ever bought after founding Microsoft was a Porsche 911 that he later auctioned off for $80,000. Some of his other favorites include a Jaguar XJ6, a Porsche Carrera Cabriolet 964, and a 1988 Porsche 959 Coupe. He's also been spotted with a Ferrari 348. While there might be some high-tech sports cars in his collection, he definitely has a preference for vintage luxury vehicles. But there's something Bill Gates travels in often that definitely doesn't fit in any of his garages. He owns a world-class private jet, a Bombardier BD700 Global Express, valued at $19.5 million. Bill Gates prides himself on not being too excessive with his money, but the man's got important places to be, so a private jet makes perfect sense. When it comes to luxury travel, he likes to take things up a notch. He's been spotted chartering the 439-foot super yacht Serene while on vacation in the Mediterranean with his family. This mega yacht rental costs $5 million a week and even comes with its own helicopter. Another place where Gates has given into some extra luxuries is the lakefront shore on his Medina property. The shore contains large quantities of important sand brought by a barge from St. Lucia each year. When he's too busy for a tropical vacation, he just brings the beaches right to his backyard. Not that Bill doesn't get away as often as possible for a tropical retreat. It might be hard to imagine needing a break from a $154 million teched-out mansion, but even being surrounded by the same luxuries gotta get boring sometime. Luckily, according to CNBC, Bill owns his very own private island in Belize. Apparently, it's called Grand Bouquet, and he bought it for $25 million. The island spans 400 acres and is only a few miles away from Belize City, so Bill isn't too isolated even when he and his family want some ultimate alone time. It also happens to be the biggest island in the area, because why would Bill Gates settle for any less? If you're wondering just how much a tour of Bill Gates' epic mansion might cost you, we actually have a pretty definitive answer. Gates has donated private tours of Xanadu 2.0 in the past. According to the Puget Sound Business Journal, a Microsoft employee once won the tour with a bid of $35,000. Presumably, he then got to experience the Gates estate and put his PIN code to good use. Do you think he got to try the pool? What about the trampoline room? We'll probably never know for sure, but if you ever become a Microsoft employee and find out, please send us an update. Would you like to live in a house as high-tech as Bill Gates's? Let us know in the comments which high-tech accessories you'd love to incorporate into your home, and which ones are better left to the billionaires. Plus, don't forget...
Wow, man, that's crazy. That's awesome, too. That's really awesome. So what y'all think about that? I think that was amazing. I think that was definitely amazing. It's really not too much I can say about that. It's just that that's heaven. If anybody wants to know what heaven is on earth, that's definitely heaven right there.
Honestly, like I would just want the trampoline room and the song and the music play all around the house. That one. That's like my favorite. That would be my favorite one.
Yeah, my favorite.
And the private and the gym.
Yeah, the gym definitely. The jumping room. The temperature, because I'm always hot. So
exactly.
to be able to have the temperature, no matter which room I go into, and then another thing, I love bathrooms. Like sometimes, even when I don't have to use the bathroom, I would go sit in the bathroom and think about what I'm going to do for that day. So for him to have 7 luxury rooms, but 24 bathrooms, that sounds like an idea I would have. Because sometimes, and this is weird, sometimes I keep a cup because I don't feel like running way upstairs to use the bathroom. So sometimes I would be like in the living room and nobody there. I would pee in the cup and go dump it because I don't feel like running way up in the bathroom. So he got bathrooms everywhere. So if you gotta use the bathroom, you in the kitchen, you ain't gotta go run way upstairs or run way up. Bathroom right here. Bathroom right here in the garage. Bathroom right here. So that's definitely something I would do. Even if I had 5 rooms, I want 7 bathrooms. If I had 2 rooms, I want 5 bathrooms. If I have 10 goddamn rooms, I want 30 bathrooms. If you know what I mean. What else was dope about it? And another thing dope is a little bit information that I read about him is he's like one of them people that he procrastinates. Okay, he's so smart and he does all this stuff, but he's one of the people that some of his colleagues said that he one of them people that he will sit for an hour and think about, should I do this or not? He always run late, so that's just not a black thing. He runs late a lot, and he procrastinates a lot. So I just think that's awesome to know that he's normal, but if you put your mind to it, look how far you can go. Now look how powerful he is. That's just amazing. Like I said, can't hate on that. I know people be hating, but I ain't hating on that. I mean, because in America you can get it. So if he made it that far, I mean, damn. I mean, I don't think I would need that much though in my house. But I mean, it's not really that much. It's just that he's using technology exactly to meet any human needs. Bathrooms everywhere, temperature. I mean, just imagine going to sleep every night and the room is exactly the temperature you want it to be. You really don't even need covers. That's what's amazing to me. And then going into your backyard and you have all this nature, green, and everything is perfectly watered, green, ocean, or a lake, fishes. That's more of the dopest thing. And no stress, no worries. Who cares if you didn't lock this door, you left your keys here. Everything's going to lock at the right time. You know, nobody can't even come near. Nobody can't even come. You can have $1 million in cash over here. A person, you don't even have to worry about anybody sneaking in the room and stealing that $1 million of cash because they need a code just to get on this side of the house, let alone the room with the millions. You know what I mean? So, yeah. That's dope. That's definitely dope. But you know what? If I had Bill Gates money, you know what I do? I get my teeth, this chipped teeth fixed first. And then
So random. Yeah, you can do anything. I'm gonna get my
And
teeth.
I'm serious. If I had money, the first thing I would do is get teeth like what's that dude name? Travis Scott. Yeah, that's dope. I don't know how I got into Travis Scott, and we talking about Bill Gates, but I'm just thinking, I have Bill Gates' money. My focus would be my teeth in certain parts of my body. Like
so random, your teeth. You can do anything, but you're just talking about your body.
No, I'm serious. If I have money like Bill Gates, is what I do.
You ain't gonna buy nothing. You just gonna.
No, I'm gonna have like you know how he got his house set up. I would do that to my body. Like I have a computer like built into my body where I can.
For what?
So
what the heck? I'm not doing that. So you don't have to get surgery and stuff.
So you won't get tired.
You don't understand. You don't understand how much like surgery you're gonna have to get, and they could fail it. And I don't think they could do that yet.
Or you know something that I can constantly get shots.
The only way they could do that is if you lose an arm and then you.
No, but like constantly something that's a patch or something that constantly give me shots to abuse my head and my brain. So I constantly be thinking of creative ideas constantly, like just. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whenever I'm starting to feel tired, or I can just go and then boost
That's you shouldn't do that. That's just like unnatural. Like that's just like going against your body's will. To be honest, that's like the same as drinking wine and stuff, and just doing drugs to help you stay alive. You might as well just do drugs. That's basically what it is. To help you be to.
But you gotta have the right drug. The right drug. Because everything's a drug. I mean, not everything, but your body is full of drugs. But the reason why you get tired, the reason why you get irritated, the reason why you get what's that called? In certain type of moods, because you haven't controlled your body to shoot the certain type of hormones to your brain. But if you had
hormones, but you don't even know our words. So.
No, that's what it is, right? It's hormones, right, that make you. It's feelings. Everything is based off feelings. Whatever you feel, that's what you think, and then that's how you feel. So if you getting the right, and that comes from hormones. So if you're getting the right kind of.
I thought shooting hormones into your brain makes you a transgender. What the heck? That's what transgenders do. They be shooting hormones into their brain.
Right, but they shooting certain kind. They shooting certain kind of hormones that make them feel like a female. But if you're a female, you're getting certain type of hormones to make you feel like a male. But if I'm a male and I'm getting certain type of hormones to make me create things more,
make you feel smarter.
Yeah, and I can create what I want easier. Like some people need to meditate, but just imagine if I can push a button and it's like I just meditated for 2 hours just by pushing a button. You guys know what I'm saying, right?
I wouldn't want to do that because I wouldn't even feel accomplished. I would just be like, wow, I'm not lazy to the point where I have to, you know.
Oh, wow. All right, we got to go. Dang. All right, we got to go. This video is already too long, but man, that was a dope house. I'm definitely trying to get there. So, like I said, that was dope. Bill Gates is dope. No matter what nobody said, that's dope, man. Can't hate on that. That's dope. All right, I'm gone.